1, 2, 3, go. Hey, what's up, everybody? Listen, welcome to the Bossfest podcast. I'm your co-host, Brandon Shopman. I'm here with Edwina and Kevin. And listen, y'all, this is going to be an amazing episode, all right? So right now, we're in the Creators Clubhouse. This is y'all camera. Y'all camera's here and there. Listen, y'all, today we're going to talk about everything, right? We're going to talk about, one, how Kevin keeps getting fired from his job that he works with Edwina today.
Yep.
And we're going to talk about everything, man. We got a conference coming up. It's going to be in April, man. It's going to be in Lakeland, Florida, in the middle of nowhere. But guess what? We're going to be there front and center and show you guys all about content creation and how content is king. All right? Edwina, tell us.
Period.
Yeah.
I mean, you just asked us the questions. I'm ready.
Yeah. So,
I know I definitely got fired. It happened so quick. What happened so quick? How did I get fired?
Brandon done stole the question.
Stole the show, stole the questions.
Listen, so Kevin has a question. Go ahead, Kevin.
Why am I? Whoever has a question, golly.
Your name Kevin.
My name is Kevin. How you doing, Brandon?
how you doing, Kevin? What's up, Kevin?
Listen, it's like a job interview. I done got fired once. I'm trying to see if I can get my job back. Is it like a rehire process?
No.
You've
been fired too.
You finally got your sound man.
Can you ask
want,
me a question?
Cameraman, you want. You finally got what you need.
I know. I'm so excited that I'm with Brandon because y'all know every episode I ask for a video person, a camera person, and a sound person, and I'm in the right space. Kevin has been fired so many times.
Oh, I am officially fired, y'all, for the Bossfest podcast. But I'm definitely grateful that we're in the room with Brandon shot me. Listen, so we're going to talk about different things, but we were introduced to you about a few years ago, and I felt like you was going by a different tag. Going by Brandon the Shooter, correct?
No, it was just really Brandon shot me, but I mean, people were calling me just the shooter.
Right.
Some people were calling me like Mr. Your Videographer is Trash because I had those series of videos coming out. So for the most part, just been the shooter.
I thought you might have changed it because of the Brandon Shooter. I was like, man, that was a good one. That might be a good way to change that around.
Kevin reads news. I had no idea. He reads the news.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm a news person. I was like, damn, did you change that because of that? You don't want your name associated with that activity.
Do you even know what you're talking about?
No.
Okay, because I don't read the news.
God.
Someone was a mass shooter. The name was Brandon.
Oh really?
No, it wasn't.
Oh.
It wasn't?
No, he was from Brandon.
Oh, Lord.
It was still kind of cool.
Yeah, I
Okay,
mean.
correlate. I said, man, I hope you change it for that. That's a good reason to change
Okay,
it.
well, he didn't, so.
I'm sorry. See, this is why I got fired, because I'm bad at this.
Okay.
Seriously.
Yeah.
So, anyway, when we got introduced to you, to bring it back,
All right.
Kevin was in a bod class with Derek Hopper.
A bot class, like a chat bot?
No, bod. Like
bot. B-O-D-D. Got it.
Yes,
B-O-D.
bod. Yes.
Yeah.
And y'all would come on, it'd be like an evening class, and he'd have certain people as guest speakers, and you were one of the guests that Derek would bring on, and that's how he was first introduced. Read your cue card. Go.
Absolutely.
And that's how I was first introduced to you.
For sure.
Golly.
Yeah.
I'm trying to help you keep your job.
I lost it.
Yeah.
No, so the question is, how did that experience work out for you? Because it's at that time, it seemed like y'all were just kind of getting started in the process. It seemed like Derek was kind of moving better ways, but you were still relatively unknown. Yeah, in better ways.
Mm-hmm. I don't understand that. Is he moving in bad ways now?
No, I'm just saying, like, you know how people like move in different lights and
So how
and elevator space.
Derek transitioned like in our relationship?
Was Derek your business coach?
No. I mean, he did coach me in ways. So when I came to Derek, I wanted to like essentially give value and shoot him for free. And so I can then he knows a lot of stuff.
Okay.
And I was like, I need to know the stuff that he knows. And as opposed to like charging him, I need to like just shoot him for free so I can get the knowledge.
So basically you use him as a level to be able to unlock different situations for you and help you level up.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I mean, that's from like a business perspective, but otherwise, he's just a good dude. Good dude. Like we just became brothers and family. So yeah.
So basically, y'all still locked in.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, that's my dog.
That's his dog.
That's my dog.
I ain't mad at that.
Take your card. Do you believe in building? See, I hate cards.
Well, you can read the card. So read the card and then summarize what you feel like the card is wanting to portray. Put your own word, your own spin on it.
You see what's Kevin's first podcast.
You see what I'm saying, Lamar? Oh, we got Lamar back here.
We got Lamar.
The producer. He's our producer. Lamar, can
Thank
you
you to LP Photography being in the room too. This is amazing. You're not gonna use the cue card.
I'm not, because
Okay. Well, go ahead.
You know,
If you don't need it, that's fine. Just
No, we just having a natural exchange. I just want people.
You can tell he needs it.
Well, we'll see.
Okay.
We'll see.
Go ahead.
Wait a minute. Why is you always attacking your husband?
That's your husband. I'm sorry.
No. So,
Everybody have a moment of prayer for me.
have a moment of review. So while you sitting here watching this dynamic play, this is what kind of what we do.
Okay.
I know you're married. How long have you been married? I'll see the ring.
So we just had an anniversary. So I believe that was 9 years. Yeah, I just found because had it been 9 anniversary, I wouldn't know. We never know. It was 9 years.
So 9 years, and you came to your wife. You're like, I got this idea. I want to be in this type of space because I assumed 9 years ago you wasn't this dude. You was probably that normal 9 to 5 trying to get it out the mud individual. What brought you to that point where you're like, man, you know what? I don't want to be in this space no more. I want to elevate myself.
That was. Are we going back to when I quit my job, or are we going back to where I met my wife? That's two different type of, I guess, avenues that we can go down.
Let's go to when you quit your job.
Okay. So I quit my job in 2016, and I played a lot about like me and my wife, we talked a lot about like how I wanted to, quit. We both kind of talked about we wanted to quit our jobs, but it was just a conversation. But this time it actually got serious. It got real, right? So she worked at, I believe it was State Farm at the time or whatever. It might have been 9 to 5, whatever. My job was, I worked 12-hour shifts. It was like 2 days on, 3 days off, in a plant, basement style. It was just, but I made contact lenses. So I was a machine operator, so it wasn't a bad job. It was pretty simple. Made about $19 an hour. So it was a good job. At least my mom would say, you got a good job. You better keep that good job, whatever, take care of your family, whatever. We had just bought a house the year before. I just adopted my daughter also the year before. Now, around this time that I'm about to quit, my wife started having health issues. Forgot what it was. It was what's the thing? The fibroids, right? That's what's called. Right.
Yeah.
So those were things. So we had to go through like surgery and all that stuff. So then I told her, yo, I'm ready to quit. It's like, I'm sorry, I missed out. I also caught a DUI the exact same year. So it's a lot of stuff that you shouldn't be quitting the job.
To skate over that DUI, it was interesting.
He didn't skate over it. He brought it back to it.
Yeah, I had to.
But he just threw it in there slightly.
Yes, caught a DUI that first year. Spent my first night in jail. Right. So now, with all this happening, nobody should be quitting a job around this time. This is not smart. This is not a good idea. So what changed my mindset around this time was I started reading books. So I haven't read a book since high school around this time. So the book I read was 10 Distinctions Between Entrepreneurs and Employees by Keith Cameron Smith.
Okay.
Right. I went to the library because I thought I didn't like reading or whatever, and I'm still not a huge fan of reading. But millionaires say you're supposed to read.
Yeah.
Reading? What? Jet Magazine? What are we reading? Right? So I was like, all right, let me go to the library and get a book, and let me just see if it magically does something. Right? I read the book, and I picked out a really good book. Basically, this book talked about what are the 10 distinctions. So essentially, what do employees do, what do entrepreneurs do? And I happen to check off all the things of the entrepreneur box. Things like take risk and all this other stuff. I'm like, that's me. I don't give a damn about nothing. You know what I'm saying? So when all those things happened, and I was also watching David Shan's videos around this time, David Shan's, Eric Thomas, all this stuff online, and it would just, motivate me. And I said, you know what? One of the things that the book said was, it said, ask yourself, what is the worst thing that can happen? What's the best thing that can happen? And then the third question that nobody hardly ever asks ourselves is, what is the most likely thing's going to happen? So I thought the worst thing was going to happen. I was going to lose my family, lose my house and catch a fire. For whatever reason, I thought the worst of the worst.
Yeah.
And the best thing, I guess, get super rich or whatever. But the least likely thing that happened, or thing that could potentially happen, I'll just go get another job. If it don't work out, I could just go get another job.
Right.
I was like, okay. So at that point, I told my wife, I said, listen, I can't live the rest of my life not knowing whether I can do this or not. Now, I haven't unlocked my full potential. And she was like, okay, you just need to work a couple more days to make sure this insurance roll over.
Right.
So I told my manager, I said, hey, I'm going to work a couple of days and I'm out of this. So I quit. Now, the way I quit was, I didn't just quit like, yo, I'm out of this. I also didn't have a whole bunch of money and savings and all this other stuff. But I made sure that I was doing weddings at the time. So I made sure I had bookings for the rest of the year. So any other time I would tell people like, no, I can't do it, I gotta work. But I just said yes to my dreams. So a wedding come on, and I had to work, I said yes, I can do it. So at this time I got weddings filled up for the rest of the year. I'm either going to, one, do the weddings, or two, steal their money and keep working my job.
Steal their money?
Yeah, because I took deposits. So now it's time for me to go and do the wedding.
Gotcha.
But I also got to work that day.
That
I
makes
go to
sense.
work or go do the wedding.
Okay.
I go do the wedding. So quick.
That makes sense. And I feel that, like, as wanting to be an entrepreneur, it just feels like it has to work. Or you just stay in this job forever. Yeah. So I understand it.
So did you already have like a background in photography, or was it just something you just kind of picked up along the way?
I picked up a camera at 21. I was trying to be a rapper, and I couldn't find anybody to actually do music videos for me and my brother, so I found out how to do it myself. I moved to Atlanta. I spent about 3 months in the house editing, no job, couldn't get one, and just edited every day for 3 months straight.
Are there any videos of you alone rapping?
Yes.
What was your rap name?
All right, we're done here.
Hey,
And we're done here. And we're done. All right,
Hey.
thank y'all for coming to the Bossfest podcast, y'all.
Listen.
This is amazing. I'm your co-host, Brandon Shotman. We have Edwin and we got Kevin here, man. So make sure y'all come to Bossfest.
Oh, Lord. That's hilarious.
Oh man, see, listen, what happened? If you wouldn't have fired me, I could have slapped that.
Listen,
I just really want to know it.
No, so my rap name was Polo B.
Polo B.
Everybody relax.
Okay.
No, relax.
Everybody calm down.
Polo B.
It was a long time ago. Yeah, I got a video out called "Meet Me at the O," which is basically we had one club in my small hometown called North Carolina, and the club was called Oscars. We made a song for that, so that's there. So yeah, I'll look it up and laugh it up. Have fun.
That's pretty awesome.
That sounds awesome.
What it tells me is, though, there's transition. So, like, how you starting, how you have to finish.
Absolutely.
See that.
Polo B was.
No, that's what he want to call you. It's Polo B.
Listen, can I change the flies to say that? No,
Oh my god, I've been trying to bury it so much.
But you brought it back up.
Oh,
Now
okay.
it's up.
It's a part of the story too. It's like I can't avoid it every time. It's like, oh, you're rapping. The very next question. It's never no. The very next question after that is like, and what's your rap name?
Because no rap ever uses
Yeah,
that.
how are we
It's
gonna
never
find
like
you?
let me hear a verse or let me hear a song or damn all that. It's hey, what's your rap name?
Because sometimes, we assume that the rap name is going to tell us what the rapping style was.
Yeah, true.
So when you hear the name, like, okay.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
I was just wondering
just
how.
gotta stop. You just gotta stop at
It
that
could
moment.
have been like murder beat. It's like okay,
Okay.
okay,
Okay.
okay.
Gotcha.
That makes sense. I like that.
That's not why I asked. But,
Oh.
Why did you?
You
Because how am I going to search him online if I don't
See,
know
that's
his
what it
name?
is. That's what they want when look it up.
Yes.
I like that idea, but that's what it is. People are gonna be like, they're waiting like this on
Yep.
the computer, and Paul will be great.
Mhm.
And what comes up?
Meet me at the O.
Me, and is that O is in O or O is in O?
That's exactly what's happening. So I have a question. So you started off doing weddings. What made you transition into business?
Shooting with David. So I actually started doing music videos. Then I went into short films. Then I did weddings. Weddings actually helped me quit my job. And while I was doing weddings on the weekends, I was living a double life. So I was doing weddings on the weekends, and I would shoot with David Sharon for free for like 2 years.
Okay.
And that's how I kind of transitioned.
So we saw you, just totally off my train of questioning, but in Miami at Black Equity Con.
Mm-hmm.
So you were shooting for free for him there?
No.
You were just
No. Yeah, I was there. So I had a booth there.
Okay.
But I shot for them from 2016 to about late 2017, 2018. Just free.
So David was a business coach of yours, or similar to like your relationship with David.
Yep. It was like my first mentor, essentially. But we didn't. I mean, it was so weird. Like we formed a partnership, but it was a lot. It was a partnership. He was my mentor. We were friends. It was a lot. It's hard to say that I actually worked for him or we were partners. It was all of it.
That's really hard to find.
Yeah.
So that's a special relationship.
Yeah. It's really hard to find people who are like just dedicated in general. When I met him, and I was telling Marcus yesterday, I was saying that the one thing he told me was like to be successful or whatever it is, all you gotta do is stick around. I didn't really know what that meant or how that meant, but I seen people come together. They'll come and say, "Hey, Dad, whatever you need, I'm down or whatever," and then a month later, stuff get hard. Life gets hard. They're gone.
They go. Okay.
Same thing to me. Even where I am now, people will come to me, man, I'm going to do whatever you say. I'm down. I say, okay, great. Want to get some coffee? Oh, man, my car. But, God, you relax.
So they can't get the coffee because the car.
That's crazy. Yeah, the car is crazy.
I feel that.
Go ahead.
At least we in sync there. So then you transition to doing photography for David. Do you still do photography, videography now, or
No.
do you just teach?
I just teach, but I do have the business. I just don't go and physically do it myself. So I do have clients where I shoot for them. I just don't have to be there to do a shoot. I haven't shot anything in about 2 years.
Oh wow!
Yeah. But
So
I still have clients paying me.
But you've been able to grow your business where you have someone else go do that.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
Absolutely.
All right, sorry, David. Go ahead.
No, the teaching aspect of it. So what put you along the path of doing that? So you the person that's behind the lens,
Yeah.
taking all the content, capturing the content. I assume that you love that work.
Yeah.
What made you say, you know what? How can I 10x this, or how can I expand this from me always having to be the one behind the lens to now giving this information out to people? What was that catalyst?
So for one, it wasn't that I loved to actually do the photography piece. I was just good at it. Right. So it wasn't a passion of mine. It's still not. Like people see me on the camera.
Correction, he does not love photography.
Yeah, so I don't love it, right? I don't want people to get confused of like when you are looking for your passion that this thing is it. I just feel like you should do whatever your high level skill set is to make money and use that
Even
money.
if you don't love it.
Even if you don't love it. Because the thing is, people work a job that they don't love, but they're making money. So why not do a business that you might not necessarily love? I guess it's easier to sell it. It's less emotion behind it. It's just another way to look at it. I think everybody is looking for a passion, and sometimes they've been looking forever because they wouldn't know what their passion is even if it's in it. There's also something you can do right now to make a whole bunch of money, but you just don't want to do it. But otherwise, you'll continue to be the manager at Costco.
You say Costco a lot. You don't like Costco managers, huh?
I've never been to Costco.
Why do you say Costco so much?
I just think it's a funny name.
Oh my goodness. Because I watch his content and he be like, you can work at Costco forever. I'm like,
Yeah, you're in Costco. It's just a name that everybody can relate to, but it's also not like Publix or whatever. I think
because
Costco.
we like Publix.
I don't know. It's not like because like Kroger's not everywhere. You know, I could say like a Walmart or Costco, maybe Sam's Club. I like to mention names that everybody probably know. Walmart,
Makes sense.
Hennessy,
Hennessy.
strip club. I didn't finish the question.
Good.
The question was, the coaching. So I talked to people and people didn't know the stuff that I know. So for free, so I can show people, but then people want to take it serious. So they'll start charging people. Then people will start taking it more serious, the more I charge people. And then it just kind of like went up from there. So it wasn't even, teaching wasn't even the thing I was trying to like do. I wasn't trying to like, I'm going to talk this thing to show a lot of people. It was like at first, I'm showing people aren't taking it serious. And then I do need another source of income. So maybe this could be a thing I could do to make some extra income, but not necessarily I'm going to get rich off of it. And then it grew into a whole other thing. Everything that happened at this point just kind of grew into another thing. It wasn't necessarily like planning. There's more planning now, but like in the beginning phase of entrepreneurship for the first 100,000, it's like I just need to do this, that's it, and things come out of it. It's kind of like, oh, I know we could do that.
Sounds awesome. So with leaving your job, telling your wife, you know what, I think I want to do this. I think I want to commit to this. And the struggles and the ups and downs of that. We know where you're at now.
Yeah.
How did it feel when you got that first 100,000? Like you looked at your bank account. I ain't talking about you knew you grew. I'm talking about like you looked and you saw 100,000 just sitting in the bank. How did that moment feel? Because all us entrepreneurs, we're trying to see that moment as we grow. How did that feel for you?
I'm not gonna lie, for me, I don't feel it. Only because when you get there, you were already supposed to be there anyway. It's different from hitting the lottery. If you hit the lottery, it's like, oh, I didn't know this was gonna be here today. But if you are constantly working towards something, and it gradually happens, it's like it will happen in a moment it wasn't. You know, it's going to happen in the time it's supposed to happen. That makes sense?
Yeah.
It didn't like drop in my lap. I I did a whole bunch of work, and then when I happen to look at it, it makes sense. So if let's say I'm working right now and I'm charging Edwina $20,000 a month. Okay, let me keep doing work for her. Then I charge Kevin $20,000 a month. I'm making 40. Keep doing work. Then I charge Lamar $60,000 a month. Keep doing work. Before you know it, I've got 5 clients. I make $100,000 a month, but now it's there. But there's nothing to say like, I did it. I'm just continuing to work. I don't know if a lot of people. I think once you get to a certain, it's a movie finish line. This money game is a movie finish line, and it's like, even me, I gotta learn to kind of like stop and be thankful where I am and say, let me go celebrate whatever I do, like have fun while I'm through this journey. But it's a line that'll never end. It's not that I'll get to 10 million and like, wow, man, sit back, it's amazing. It's like no, because when they get 10 million, I feel like, oh, I should actually hit 50. Because if I get 50 million, I get more people. I can buy Africa and I can do whatever. And then you get 50 million, say, you know what, 50 million is not enough. I need to get 100 million. I get 100 million, I can do X, Y, Z, and it just kind of goes up from there.
Love it.
But I could be a different person.
That makes sense. So now with the coaching, how does your coaching translate to other businesses outside of like photography?
Oh, like when I coach business owners as opposed to,
Mm-hmm.
oh yeah, so I can help. Like, how can I help them?
Yeah.
Branding. So I'm really, really good. So by me working with a lot of businesses and business owners, I learn a lot of stuff, and I'm very, very coachable, right? So I can be working with you guys, and my first time seeing an event. Once I get done doing y'all event, shooting y'all event, I know everything about how to start an event.
Really?
Yeah. Where I think some people, when they're shooting, they're just kind of like make sure you get the moment. But I'm shooting and looking and listening, and I'm just doing everything. So I'm knowing how much you pay for the venue. I'm knowing how much you pay for. I'm knowing everything, and I'm just thinking about in my head, this is exactly what I'm going to do. And then before you know it, there's a Brandon shot me Bossfest. The very next year, like that's literally how it is. So I just know a lot of stuff because I've shot so many different people. I know a whole bunch of just random stuff. Like it's crazy. But one thing, the main thing is branding. I'm really good at branding. I could definitely put a brand together, and also like your offer, really good at putting an offer together in a coaching program. I think if I had to put something together for like what my expertise is outside of content, I'm definitely amazing at content. So content, branding, your offer, and your coaching program. If I could have put all those things into a bucket.
Okay, and I saw you do the done for you, but you do that for the photographers. Do you do a done for you like social media for people who aren't in photography?
Yeah, for business. Yeah, that's like my actual business. My actual
Okay.
business, I do the content and the video stuff for actual companies.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
When I saw the done for you, the first time I saw done for you was through like Derek Harper.
Mm-hmm.
So my question really is that like a mimic or a copy, whatever you may call it, off like this thing he started, the done for you type businesses? Our business in a box. Maybe I'm saying it wrong.
No, he had his own thing.
Okay.
And we might have partnered on it, or I might have my own thing, but no, it wasn't a copy or a mimic of that.
Because y'all did a thing on Facebook where it was free, and y'all did courses for entrepreneurs where you could go in and learn like those type of things, and it was kind of built like this is how you do your business, like a business in a box kind of thing. Like if you follow these courses, this is everything that you need to create exactly what we've done. So that's why when I saw it, you recently posted it online, I was like, oh, this seems like the same type of thing. You follow what I'm saying?
Yeah, so the thing that he did, we had like the free business academy, and basically those people could come in and get like a bunch of courses on everything. So everything that we know, we just put into a course and get away for free.
And it's gone now.
It got too big. People didn't appreciate it. It got weird. So
It got weird.
It got weird.
Explain weird.
People are weird.
No, explain weird. How can that get weird? Like, what is the situation where y'all like, man, this just ain't what we thought this would go?
Yeah. So after a while, and I definitely want to speak on to everything because I want Derek to speak his whole point. But you definitely want to give a lot of value and things like. But then once you get to the point where you give a lot of people away for free, is when you're charging people, they feel like you're doing a disservice because you're charging them.
Okay.
So, for example, if we're going to a free thing, but it's like, hey, I want to do something else. Like, well, we're going to charge for that. Oh, why you charge for this? Like, because we got the business.
Right.
Yeah, we gave you this for free. That should be enough.
That's true. Once you give people free, they keep wanting more free. So, yeah.
Oh yeah, it's crazy. I mean, it's a little bit entitlement. Not sure what it is.
So you don't think that you should give away free things at all?
Yes, you definitely give away free.
Okay.
You should give away free within reason. So when you're online, you're giving out content value. You should tell people what to do. You know why to do it, and then charge them on how.
That was some free game right now.
Hey, it's wonderful.
Good thing we got this recorded. So.
go back and get this free
Yeah,
game.
look,
Yeah.
Charge them on the how.
Yeah, charge them on how. I mean, if they say like, you know, if we're doing a podcast, you know, here's what you should do. You should make sure you have a mic, cameras, book a studio. That's what you do. Why you should do it? Because you should be able to put your message out there to more people. Well, how do you actually do that? It's gonna cost you. To figure out which mic to exactly get, how many people to have on a podcast, where you need to sit, how do you set up the Mevo.
See, I knew that was coming.
I was gonna say.
I was going to say it myself. Listen, I knew it was coming. Yes, I did. Listen, because I already knew. Because you already said, man, you got to make sure you have the right stuff. I said, man, watch you say something about this damn Mevo.
No,
man,
see, now they know what we got. No, it's not a Nemo. It's not a Nemo. Okay?
Leave my camera alone. Y'all told me just to start. Now I'm starting. Now we criticizing the camera.
We're not criticizing the camera. Listen, if you want to get a Nemo,
Mevo.
don't stop calling it that. It's Nemo. Then they gonna look it up. Don't look it up, y'all.
Don't look it up.
But David does just start. So you may not have all the perfect stuff. Just start.
Just don't start with a Nemo.
You can start with a Nemo. You use your phone. You got the whole thing.
A lot of people just use their phone, dear.
I should just use my phone.
You just gotta start somewhere.
If I just say you use my phone, I wouldn't get this criticism.
Yeah.
So you would have got it then too.
Well, no, if you use your phone, we'll say, oh, okay, it's your phone. But the thing, we came in, we were like, what is that? We all said, me, Lamar, and everybody was like,
it's a room full of photographers and videographers, and everyone is looking like, what is this thing?
But everybody know what a phone is. Like, do we know what a phone is?
I'm going to bed.
Okay. We're done with the
Let's go
Nemo.
to sleep.
The Nemo, we're thankful that you started. It's all about stuff. Some people don't even get that far. Some people don't
That's
get
true.
that far.
Some people don't get that far.
So we're thankful for the Nemo.
If you keep standing like that, it ain't gonna make it no bigger.
Let me switch. So Brandon, obviously you're coming to Bossfest in April.
Yes.
Why should people get in the room? Like, what are we going to learn about social media and creating content from you in April?
Listen, y'all. It's very important to come to Bossfest in April because, for one, you should have your business online. Whether you're making, let's talk about if you're making money online. If you're making money already. If you're making money already, you're probably losing hundreds of thousands, maybe millions of dollars because you haven't put your business online. If you are online, right, then you could be maximizing and doing more with your content, doing more with your business online if you're already there. If you're scared to get in front of the camera or all this other jazz, I have a very, very simple solution for you to be able to create content and get lots of money without you having to either break the bank, hop on the camera, shoot a whole bunch of content, waste a lot of time. And I'm going to show you the exact play-by-play on how to do it. If you never heard me teach, I'm a very, very strategic person. I'm not a speaker, I'm a teacher. So most of them, when people usually get me to speak, most of the time it's always workshop style, right? Sometimes I do start fussing people out of nowhere. If it's not photography, but if it's business owners, most of the time it's workshop, pull out your phone, pull out your stuff. We're implementing. My whole thing is I want you to leave home with something today. So if you come there with nothing, I promise you, I guarantee you will leave there with something. And not just full of notes. You're going to leave with an actual video, an actual edit, actual game plan, actual strategy, a full thing.
Wow.
Guaranteed.
So, do the people have to dance? Because I know a person that won't do any videos because they don't want to dance on social media, and they're afraid that they're going to look stupid.
No, you don't have to dance. I can probably guarantee I can make somebody money before the week is out.
Really? Well, that's worth the ticket in itself.
Yeah. I can guarantee I can help you make their investment back for the Bossfest that week. And we need to track.
Dance.
They ain't got to dance.
No, they ain't got to dance. We can even track it to where, hey, I'm gonna tell them what to do.
Mm-hmm.
That Saturday or Sunday, I want them to come back to, I think that Bossfest Facebook group, whatever. Get back to the Bossfest, however,
Okay.
and let us know if it worked.
That's what's up.
You should come to Bossfest.
That is what's up. Because I don't like dancing. Say she over here tapping on my shoulders. So I'm not dancing. I'm not putting on a wig. Ain't doing all that stuff.
You ain't got a shit or a jive.
Dang, you don't got a Bojangles or nothing.
No.
She be trying to make me Bojangles, bro. I can't do it to
You got a
myself.
shit or a jive.
Can't do it.
So I have another question.
Mhm.
Since we talked about getting in the room for Bossfest, you mentioned recently on your social media that relationships got you everything that you need for business. I could understand that from like the photography standpoint or videography standpoint, but how does that correlate for someone who's not in that field? How would I use relationships to get everything I want for Bossfest, let's say?
If you're at Bossfest, so when you come to an event, people are like doing events wrong, right? When you come to an event, people are looking at the event for like who's coming, who's speaking. Great, you're going to get all that, but it's also another 50, 100, 200 people that you could network with that could be your potential business partners. People who could buy your service, people who need your services. Right? So if I do accounting and I come to Bossfest, I'm looking for a business owner to do their accounts with. I'm looking for somebody that my services are $1,000 a month. There's 10 people in that room who need your services. And you can walk out of the room with 10 grand a month.
Okay.
As opposed to sitting there taking notes all day.
Mm-hmm.
How about talking to people beside you? We're all there for the same reason and we all need things, whether it's your products, it's your services. So this could be your clients could be in the room, your business partners could be in the room, your bestie could be in the room, your investor could be in the room. You want to come to an event for more than just one reason.
That's powerful because we go to a lot of events ourselves and we tell ourselves, like we give ourselves a game plan before we go to the event. And you're going to talk to this many people, you're going to talk to that many people.
Mm-hmm.
When we leave and get in the car, we don't want to accomplish none of those things.
It's okay. It's okay. So here's the best way to do it. You go to the event and you write down exactly what you want to do. So let's say you guys want 10 clients, right? In this particular, so you have to be a business owner that's doing $20,000 a month, let's say, or whatever.
Right.
Not only do you want to get their numbers and names, but you want to put them on your calendar and make sure they're a good fit while you're talking to them right there before you leave. So if I go talk to Kevin, I say, hey Kevin, what do you do? I'm a lawn care company. All right, great. And let's say I'm an accountant. All right, great. So who's on your like bookkeeping stuff like that? Oh, I don't have anybody. I'm looking for somebody. Oh, that's what I do. All right, let's hop on the call. We'll exchange numbers, not business cards. We'll exchange numbers, phone numbers, put in your calendar, make sure we say yes. We'll hit the yes button, and it's on both of our calendars. Then we shake hands on it. So now we don't walk home with numbers. We walk home with a calendar full.
Okay.
People.
I like that action plan.
Yeah, we've been networking wrong.
We've been networking wrong for so long.
Yeah, because if you go home with just phone numbers, I mean, nobody remembers. But if it's on your calendar, I'm like, it says it right there on the calendar. Like, you already got a call scheduled for Monday at 3 p.m. with Kevin. I got a call with Kevin on Monday at 3 p.m. So whether you forget or not, it's on the calendar.
That's what's up, because we need sponsors.
We can always use sponsors.
Mm-hmm. We need to get in some rooms and get people on the calendar. Why should they invest in Bossfest?
I believe this event, we're trying to definitely take it to different places and different spaces. And the fact that we're trying to bring in someone like yourself in the room is a testament to not only wanting to learn the games ourselves, but pass that along to people in our community. Because we know our area is, we ain't going to say it's remote, but...
Dang.
How you say that?
Go ahead.
So we're just trying, we're trying to expose this entrepreneurial lifestyle to a different branch of people who are trying to elevate and brand themselves as well. And we're trying to get some of the best talents. And you are somebody we've been seeing for years, working in the backgrounds. And now I've seen you step out into the light like, you that dude. I'm like, man, we got to get him on the Bossfest stage to tell his message and tell his story. Because I see you always deliver actionable items, even when you was giving away the free content.
Sure.
So I just want to say, I'm thankful for that because you're the one that put me on the InShot. You did the free the academy. So whatever I learned on InShot, it was because of you.
That's interesting. I didn't know that.
He taught me InShot. I ain't the best. I still ain't the best at it because they took down the videos and couldn't go back and review it. But But
too many people want to.
but he put me on his shot.
Appreciate it. Thank you. I feel like if it's your first time coming to an event, Bossfest is a good event to go to if it's your first time. If you're unsure in like entrepreneurship, you got a job, you don't have any direction, I feel like this would be a good place to come. If you've already been to events before, this is not going to be one of those rah-rah motivational hype you up events. This is like, I need a plan, I need a strategy, I need a way out of my situation right now. Bossfest is the event to go to.
And that's exactly what Bossfest is. It's a place that you want to go to learn something actionable. It's no God did. It's actionable stuff.
I like that phrase because sometimes you get in front of places and events and people want to tell you God did, which is great.
Yeah, sure.
But
what do I do?
What do I? I know what God's gonna do for me. But what can I do for myself?
Absolutely. Yeah.
And that's what we try to create with our event. So what can I do for myself? Yeah. So that way, when God does His magic, He put His blessings on me, I know I'm ready to receive it.
Yeah, it just elevates. So if you want to plan for 2024, Bossfest will give you it.
That's awesome. We'll just use Brandon for the commercials from here on out.
Yeah,
He just gonna sell Bossfest
with the Mevo camera.
Do you think it's easier to be an entrepreneur in Atlanta than other places?
No, I can't say that. I think so. There's different types of entrepreneurs. Entrepreneur in Atlanta, a black entrepreneur in Atlanta is really good for networking. If you like to be outside, if you like to be outside, you will definitely meet a lot of people. You're going to network. It's going to be amazing. But also, if you're in a place in Florida or whatever, you can make a lot of money just being in the house. If you just sit your ass down in front of that computer, forget all relations. You can meet these people online.
Okay.
You can build. Look like this. If I was just sit in the house for a year and lock in and learn and do course and do everything that I know, I can have a lot of following. I can have a lot of money. I can have a big YouTube channel. I can have a whole bunch of stuff, and I can just meet these people just based off of leverage. So depending on what type of entrepreneur you're, if you're an introvert entrepreneurs are in the house creating content. They got hundreds of thousands, millions of followers across all platforms. They don't go anywhere. They're in the house on the computer learning stuff. Now, I'm a different type of entrepreneur. I'm an extrovert. I like to be outside. I like to meet people, talk to people. I know everybody, right? I'm over here high five and boom. So yes, it's easier for somebody like me. But if you're an introvert, it doesn't make Atlanta better. You can be a lot of black entrepreneurs, but if you don't go anywhere, it doesn't make sense.
Okay.
I like them all. I like that you can be in the house and make a lot of money. You can stay in Lake Florida, or you can stay in Dubai. It'll be the exact same scenario.
Love it.
I got some crazy questions, so I'm gonna let you keep him on business.
That's a crazy question.
You put on your content the other day that you almost died on Spirit. We had a horrible experience the other day with Spirit, but I want to know how you almost died.
Actually, I almost died on Frontier.
It's like Spirit, little cousin.
Yeah, Frontier was. So I was in New Jersey, and we caught this flight because we had to go to my birthday party, or whatever. I forgot what it was. So we flew there, and then coming back, we was raining outside, whatever. So we got on a plane, and we had to get on a plane from like. Have y'all got on a plane from like get on the runway and get on the stairs? Have y'all done that?
Yeah.
Like a ladder, whatever that is. So we
But
done
like in another country though, not
right. This was in New Jersey.
Okay.
I'm used to doing it in another country, and I was like, "Oh, that's interesting. What happened to the? I'm used to the thing.
Yeah, you go through whatever it's called.
Thing.
Right? Yeah.
The whatever that is.
The covering thing.
That I'm used to that, and I was like, maybe they just can't afford it. This flight was cheap, so it makes sense. We in the rain walking up, and it take a long time getting up. So imagine waiting.
In the
Like,
rain.
can y'all push? Can y'all get up there so we can get in here? So by the time we get on there, everybody's soaking wet. They said, "Oh, we have to deplane."
So you gotta get off now?
Yeah.
Wow.
I said, "Okay, deplane." The electricity doesn't work. Okay.
They didn't know that before y'all got on it?
Y'all got on the dark plane?
But you're right. Like, the lights need
So
to be
you
on.
you gotta expect the plane. You gotta.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure. I don't know anything about it. I just know that you gotta do stuff
Yeah.
all the time. It's a lot of inspection stuff. You gotta check the wing,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Well,
And
at
it's
least before y'all walk on, someone should say, turn the lights on. Like,
Yeah,
you said
yeah.
that electricity.
How you walk on the plane? They say it's no. There were no lights on. What was it?
I think it was. I don't remember what lights on or off or not because it was the daytime. But they said electricity doesn't work. And that means like we can't take off. And I'm just trying to figure out like, was that what happened when we was in the air or like how does that work? Like would they turn off? You know how when you pay light bill, light just cut off. Is that one of those things or like does it cut off in the air? What happens if we don't?
Right.
And I'm like, I don't want to get another plane at all at this point. But luckily they had another plane right beside us, so we deplaned from that and got on another group of stairs.
Was it still raining?
It was still raining. And then we got on there and then we took off. And I was just like scared the whole time. Like, is this our off-fronted? But most people get on fronted flights and it's just fine. I'm like, why is the one I get on?
The electricity don't
Yeah,
work.
they say, listen, y'all ain't paying $100 for this flight. So we can't afford it. Y'all can't get everything.
Like electricity.
Yeah, electricity, y'all figure it out.
See, that's what be getting you, man. I'm like, man, I know I need to fly better, but Spirit hit you with that 1372 with a $10 coupon. You be like, man, how can I pass this up? But I probably should pass that up.
It's the bag.
They get you on that bag.
It's the bags. So if you can, I feel like you can do a Spirit or Frontier if you are like there for a day, 2 days. If you can put it on your book bag, you might can pass. If you got a check bag, what is it? 50? What is it? What is it?
Yeah, it was 55. Yeah.
You might just run a United
Each way.
or America or Delta.
Yeah, you doing a round trip, man.
And then I think it costs more when you like don't do it online or something. Like if you go to the thing in the gate,
It does cost more.
It's like $100 or something. If you,
yeah, we tried that too.
That's how they got me. I was like, I'm not gonna pay right now. And they were like, yeah, if you did it online, it would have been like $35 since your carrier is $55. It just kept going up. Every time I took a step, it seemed like it went up. And I was like, well, where's the accurate price? It isn't accurate. We feel like charging. So yeah, I feel like you definitely have to leverage those cheap airlines for what it's for. You gotta know how to play the game. So if it's like I'm going to Miami, one way, I'm put it on my book bag. Laptop, clothes, pajamas, hygiene, you know me, put it on the book bag and make it work. Otherwise, check bag, do Southwest.
Southwest, we need to start looking at that.
At least Southwest they give 2 check bags and 2 carry-ons for free.
That's a lot.
4 bags. I mean, 2 big ass bags you can check. And you can walk with 2 book bags. If that's a thing.
Well, I was talking to Brandon on the phone, and he was like, look, I'm looking at flights right now. I'm like, no, you don't need to do that. Look, whole time I was thinking, Miss Spirit go to Orlando all the time. Spirit, $49.
Trying to Spirit, my man.
I was trying to Spirit him.
I see the flights have went down. Yeah, I wouldn't be able to do it. I would be able to do Spirit. But I definitely can get a lot of like I can get discounts. You know, got like stats with Delta. I got like Delta card and all this other stuff. So points and all types of stuff that can help.
So I know we're getting close. Before we wrap this thing up, what is the one thing that you want the people to know about yourself as that business owner, the entrepreneur? That you know.
You had to like fix the seat and everything.
Because I don't know a lot of stuff about me.
You don't know nothing about yourself.
I mean, I know stuff about myself, but I'd much rather go.
Right. That thing that that'll make them give you a chance.
Oh God!
Because like I said, some people, like a lot of people, are still being getting introduced to who Brandon is.
Right.
So for those people who hadn't seen you, what is that thing that you say? Hey, this is why you get in the room with me.
Here's why you get in the room with me, because unlike other coaches and gurus and things along those lines, I'm straightforward, I'm relatable, and I'm for the person who is trying to make an extra 10 to 20K. There's a lot of people who are doing like super high level. I'm helping you get $100,000 and super rich stuff. And things don't seem like it's like not achievable. I'm the person that still talks to the person who's trying to do their first 6 figures, their first 200,000. I'm that guy. While most people are trying to help you make millions, I'm not. I meet you exactly where you are. You know, from the streets, from the hood, at a job, wherever. That's me.
So y'all need to take that information. So for those people out there that's just still trying to figure it out, you know you got a passion for something. You know you want to be in a different place. Getting in the room with this man is putting yourself with someone who understands their struggle, their plight, and it's not looking at, hey man, how you make $1 million, but how you make your first 1,000, how you make your first 10,000, how you make your first 20,000. It's steps to this. Sometimes when you look at these coaches and these programs, so they try to sell you with the, oh man, let's get to 7 figures real quick, let's get to 8 figures. So listen, some of us don't even know what 5 figures in our bank account consistently look like. So getting in the room with this man here gives you that opportunity to work through those steps, man. I definitely thank you for allowing us to have this opportunity to speak with you today. Coming to Atlanta to Content Creator Studios, it's an amazing place. I'm about to work on some mics and some real cameras because y'all just.
I feel like I don't know what time it is, but that must mean that it's time.
Yeah.
I'm definitely ready.
I'm on the clock. I'm watching the clock.
Oh. Well, I wanted to give you your flowers before we wrap it up because you're absolutely 100% correct in saying that you are like very relatable. We've gone through like a couple different coaches and interacted with people. And one thing that we found, like some people were like, they'll flash you the car and like, look, I got this. And like, okay, but that's not helping me. Yeah. Or like I've heard coaches say, we got to do this and you flip that and then you buy this. And I'm like, I don't even understand. Yeah. So just talking to you, it breaks it down to someone who's just starting and you get the steps. You're very relatable, easy to talk to. And if it's a question, you just answer it instead of being like, why are you asking that stupid question? Yeah. So I just wanted to give you your flowers and say that I can appreciate that.
Okay, thank you.
Definitely grateful. So,
watching the clock.
Yeah. Anything else you want to leave the people with before we go?
Now I gotta leave them with something.
Yeah, leave them with something.
Before you leave them with something, what diet are you on? We want to know. Is it the Hemp 500 diet?
It's the crack diet.
The Hemp 500 diet? It's not the 500 diet.
No, that was still laughing on that one.
Yeah. No, but he did a whole thing about it, man. I think, man, 500, that's my whole time.
I know.
So essentially, what I did was, I didn't take a program, I didn't take anything. I did some research on YouTube and all that, but I just stopped eating all the BS. Right? It was, I found out I was 200. So I'm from a small hometown, Wilson, North Carolina, where everybody just get big. I'm talking about unrecognizable.
Like the clumps big.
Everybody. Like you 450. He was like, weren't you just 130 in high school? I mean, it didn't go from 20. It's literally, it's crazy. So that was like one of my biggest fears. Like not like open, but it's like, yo, ain't no way I can get. Like, don't you see it? Don't you know you're getting there? So I got to about 201 pounds, which I never thought that was going to ever be a thing. And I was always small. And I'm like, I don't look big, but I look like this right here, and then I'm 200. Like, what? How is that? What? Where's the fat? And you look at yourself in the mirror. So whatever, the scale hit 201. I freaked out. I said, I'm done. I said, it was just stop me. Wife was like, you can eat something. No, I can't. I'm done. I don't want a Krispy Kreme. I don't want a waffle. I don't want no gummy worm. I don't want no rice. I don't want no bread. I was just really upset at myself that because I was just living. Like I was just a year and a half going in. I'm on yacht parties. I'm eating freaking lamb chops, French toast stuff.
Yacht parties.
Yeah, French toast. French toast.
Yeah, yacht parties.
French toast.
We both.
He said French toast. We keep saying yacht parties.
Forget the yacht. Forget the yacht. French toast stuff. You know you can stuff them.
Yeah,
you can stuff them.
We were eating
stuff.
My man said stuff.
Triple stack pancake. Lamb chops, drizzle.
Yeah.
Mashed potatoes loaded.
Oh, that sounds real good.
I'm just saying.
It sounds so delicious.
So now imagine this. I'm knocking this out. I'm talking about 2 times, 3 times a day, wings in the middle of the night, burgers. I'm just literally just doing it. I just don't feel like I'm gonna get there. I'm just going crazy. Before you know it, I looked on the scale and I was like, "What is this?" Meaning, had I just kept doing this for another year, I would have been like this on this podcast, like this. So listen, y'all. Let me tell y'all. I mean, literally, in 2 years, I might be 3. You just don't know. So I was just like, I'm just gonna stop. But then when I stopped, I just started like counting calories and just making sure I just don't eat above a certain like calorie. You know what I mean? I wasn't like starving myself. I wasn't fasting. I ate every day. Sometimes I ate 4 times a day. But I just didn't eat a lot. You know what I mean? I would have a fruit and I would have like eggs or whatever, and I would just eat stuff throughout the day. And then I just didn't eat like the sugar. But it wasn't like it wasn't super strong. I still ate late at night. Midnight I still eating, cereal or fruit or something like that.
That's very disciplined.
Yeah. But it was it. The first week I was losing like a pound a day. And then I started looking up calories to see how much stuff is, and I was like, they said for my age or whatever the hell, I'm supposed to have as a man 2,200 calories a day to maintain my weight. And if I want to eat less, now I eat less. So I'm just like, let me just see how much a Cheesecake Factory cheesecake is.
Oh.
About 19.
1,500. Not all of one of 1,500. I said, God dang. So if I eat one of them
Like,
in the morning, I'm done for the rest of the day.
Mm-hmm.
You want to eat something? Nah, I'm just gonna drink this water, bro. I'm good. I'm just using water. Is that water? Put a little salt in that.
man, so we definitely see the apples of that. It's gonna motivate me to try to, because when I touch that Bossfest stage, I'm trying to be at least another 30 pounds lighter than what I am now. I think I give myself a realistic goal. I'm gonna try to avoid.
But you look good. You look big. You look big.
I look
Like
big.
a good big.
I don't want to look a good big. I want to look a good small.
No, but you look big.
I look a good big.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You know people big.
You know,
like,
people big, but you look a good big.
yeah. No, I'm not.
Stop it.
You see what I'm saying?
No, you said
You know how big. I didn't say fat. I'm talking about big. Like a big muscular dude. You know what I'm saying?
You chose your words a certain way. Hey,
No.
Yeah, you look a good big. No,
You said you're big in here.
That's what he said.
No. You see what I'm saying?
You heard that?
No. When
You took the whole chair away.
almost like Arnold Schwarzenegger. You know how he just.
Oh,
big.
Lord.
You see how big he is? It's like, man, he big. Like
You
big
see
shoulders.
how big Arnold Schwarzenegger is? That's how
Okay.
big you are.
In the show.
No.
In the show.
No, what I'm saying is,
Brandon
like,
was supposed to leave us with something, but now he's stuck on how big you are.
what I'm saying, that's a good big.
Oh, man.
This,
Pause.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you.
That's a good big pause.
Pause.
oh my God.
Oh, man.
You see what I'm saying? Y'all leave in the comments, man. It's a good big. Like, listen, ladies. Well, I can't say because you married, but you see what I'm saying? They will want a good big.
Ladies like a good big?
Don't ladies like a good big? Anybody?
Don't
Ladies,
you like a good big?
Don't you like a good big?
Don't you like a good big?
Not fat. I said a good big. Like a.
Woman, turn your head around.
Yeah.
Don't you like a good
I
big?
can't look at him right now. Listen, so if you want me to
No.
answer...
No.
Yeah. Don't you like a good
Don't
big?
you like a good big?
No. Babe, your top is way bigger than the bottom. It got a match.
Wait a minute. That's a good big.
No.
Stand up. We gotta see this. That's a good big.
Don't stand
I'm
up.
not
Don't-
standing up.
I'm here for you, dear. Don't
No,
stand
I'm
up.
not standing up.
Ladies like a good big.
So,
It's a big husky. We're not, like Aquaman, big, like The Rock.
oh, okay. That's where you're going.
Yes,
Yes.
like Dwayne Johnson. That's
Okay.
a big. That's a
So that's what he's saying about big.
yes.
So if you're giving that big presence,
Yes.
if it seems like that right now in the chair,
You say
good job.
Oh wow.
Good job.
Good job if I'm holding it in the chair like that.
Yes,
It's a
yes,
good
they're
chair.
good
Because
job.
once it stands up, it's just
It don't stand up.
It's just a
Yeah,
big
yeah.
big.
Yeah, it's big.
It's just a big when I stand up.
It looked like Dwayne Johnson, The Rock, big from the chair.
Okay.
It looks like a.
So you're giving a good presence in the chair. And that's a good job.
Been holding my breath this whole damn time.
Oh,
Dang, I should have done that too. Dang.
Learn to hold your breath.
it's a good big. See, it's all over people.
You ever seen the guys? I can't think of the commercial. What is that? His name Johnny. But anyway, he had like the big top, but then the bottom be little. It's a little
She talking
cartoon.
about Johnny Bravo?
Johnny
Johnny
Bravo.
Bravo. Yeah, that's not a good big.
He's a Johnny Bravo.
Oh damn. That's not a good big. That's big. He got a good big top.
Yeah, so it's a big top.
It's a
but
big top.
Yes, that's what it is.
Can you in the show?
Okay, so Brandon, I'm sorry. I just wanted him to.
We done went down this whole tangent
sorry.
about my size. The thing ain't sensitive.
I love you though.
No, you didn't.
Yeah.
That man asked you,
I
did you
love-
like a, man asked you, like a good being? You screamed it to the mic. No!
Yeah, and that's a good.
But I'm in this with you, big or small. We're gonna get small
I
together.
do not want your
We're
pity
gonna make
prize.
the top
You
and the bottom match.
I want your pity prize.
Back to Brandon.
Okay.
So tell the people, what was the question? What does he want to leave them with?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh wow.
You can't be little big, big, big.
Listen,
Don't say nothing else about big. You don't even say the word.
it's hard to really leave people with something, man. Besides coming to Bossfest with an open mind. Don't let the internet and people online scare you and fool you of like how things are, how things shouldn't be. Trust me, you are seeing the front stage. You are not seeing the backstage. They're not showing you the struggles, the sacrifices, and when you go to sleep at night and And when you wake up in the morning, don't go scrolling on social media and start judging and comparing yourself to other people, right? You want to do something good for yourself. Before you go to bed at night, it's something good for yourself when you wake up in the morning. Don't let that phone be the first thing that you touch. And even if you good big, it'll work for you.
You done said it all.
Bars. All right, y'all. Thank y'all for joining us for another episode of the Bossfest podcast.
And thank you for sitting with us, Brandon.
And thank you, Brandon, the shooter, not the one that shot up everybody, for sitting down with him.
Nobody knows what you're talking about.
They're going to Google search just like they don't know who Polo B is, but they're going to Google search that too now.
Meet him at the O.
That's kind of how it went.
But we thank y'all for joining us for an episode of Bossfest Podcast. You can meet Brandon on the stage at Bossfest on April 7th. You can buy your tickets on our site at www.boss-fest.com. And we will make sure we have that link and follow us on our social media pages at Bossfest.
And make sure you're following Brandon if you're not already doing so. Keep up with that content and learning this free game. It's been a real one. Peace.